Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about this very important pattern on Bitcoin and why I believe that Bitcoin is either about to, in the next 24 hours, have a major breakout that will send us all the way back to all-time high, or we possibly could drop down to about $114,000, fill a CME futures gap, and give ourselves an incredible investment entry. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you the only chart that matters on the short term for Bitcoin, and if you want to understand where Bitcoin is going, then I highly encourage you to keep on watching. Let's get started. Over the last couple of days, Bitcoin has been witnessing a very strong correction from $123,000. We've dropped $7,500, down 6.07% to approximately $115,000, where we are currently attempting a bounce. This corrective movement makes absolute sense because the overall rally that Bitcoin has witnessed was a rally from $105,000 up 17.4% to $123,000, becoming the fifth largest asset in the world. Bitcoin almost hit $2.4 trillion in market capitalization, a number that is only going to grow over the course of this year as long-term price predictions are pointing towards the likes of $135,000 to $150,000 if we just very simply follow the uptrending level of resistance that Bitcoin is likely to go up and test sometime later this year. If you want to see more content about where Bitcoin is going in this cycle, i.e. to about $135,000 to $150,000, or where it's going by the end of this decade, then I highly encourage you to check out some of our other content as well. That being said, on the short term, which is the focus of today's video, we are building, as we speak, a major rising wedge. This ascending wedge right here is constituted by an uptrending level of support and an uptrending level of resistance. This is a pattern that seems bullish if you don't know your technical analysis. For those of you guys who do know your technical analysis, because you've been through the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, you will know that a rising wedge breaks bearish approximately 70% of the time. Right now, this rising wedge is pointing at exactly $120,000, which is our current big question mark. Is Bitcoin going to hold above the 1 hour 20 exponential moving average, as you can see right here, use that bullish momentum and this small little bounce, as well as this larger cup and handle formation, to bounce above 120 and rally back to all-time high, which again is what this cup and handle formation would be predicting? Or is Bitcoin instead going to reject off of $120,000, complete the bearish corrective movement that would be coming out of the ascending wedge, and thus drop all the way down to the price target, as you can see extrapolated here, of about 112,000, which just so happens to be our previous all-time high? That's the question. That's the question that we posed on our Twitter account earlier today, and that we also posted in our Discord server earlier today as well. We talked about this chart right here on our Discord server this morning, and a couple of hours later, that went up on Coffee and Crypto Live, and it also went up on our Twitter. Are we going to see a corrective movement back down to approximately the CME futures gap? That's the question. Let's analyze that. Bitcoin, one exclamation point, gives us the Bitcoin's futures chart, and you can see that there's a big old CME futures gap right here between $114,300 and $115,700. Are we going to fill that gap or not? That's the question. Here's the answer. If, as with most things in technical analysis, the answer comes in the form of a question, as if we were on Jeopardy. If, or rather should we say, will we break through 120,000? If we break through 120,000, then probably not. We will most likely rally back to the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement drawn thusly, which sits at $125,600. If, on the other hand, Bitcoin does not break through $120,000 and we reject off of it, then we will most likely fulfill the price target of the ascending wedge, which gives us a price target of, again, about 112, which would mean Bitcoin would drop down to between about 112 to 115, thereby filling the CME futures gap and fulfilling this chart that we put up in our Discord server just a little while ago right here. If we see Bitcoin reject off of $120,000 and fall back through the 20 exponential moving average on the hourly chart, we will most likely form an A, B, C corrective movement down to fill the CME futures gap, at which point, if you're a long-term investor like I am, this would be a phenomenal entry because you're 8 to 9% retrace from all-time high with an extremely high likelihood of a moonshot to 135 to 150 in the horizon. It's about the easiest 40% return you'll ever get in investment anywhere. Very obvious entry for investment's sake. If we hold the all-time high, if we break below it, sure, that's concerning, but then you just get better entries. If we drop down here, fill the CME futures gap in the reverse, excellent time to take some long-term entries on Bitcoin. That being said, after we would drop down here to fill the CME futures gap, we could very easily rally back up to $120,000, break through it, and this would be a great place to enter into a long trade. So we have an investment entry down here on the bottom. We have a long trade entry right here, and then one might also show up over here if we break through, for example, this level of support, which sits right around 116. If we break through 116, we might be able to long from here all the way back up to 120 as well. A lot of great long opportunities are presenting themselves over the next few days. They're not really here yet, just because the breakout hasn't happened. Right now, what we need to be doing is watching to see whether we're going to break 120 as resistance and this uptrending level of resistance, or if we're going to break this uptrending level of support and the 20 hourly exponential moving average. If we break the resistance, then most likely, we're going on a rally to at least 121.5, which would be a great place to take an exit. Let's say you're doing 20x leverage, you go into this trade, that's a 1% movement, you can make 20-30% pretty easily right there. If on the other hand we break to the downside, this would be an entry for a short trade. Now, if we break to the downside, I probably am not taking that short trade. I'm certainly not ever touching our investment position. I don't sell any of our Bitcoin that's in our investment position. I don't care whether we're going into bear market or not. I put that away and that stays there for good. I don't trade my investment account. That's dumb. Don't do that. Am I going to short this? I'm honestly not sure. It presents as an opportunity, but this long trade is a lot safer than this short trade. So if we break bearish, maybe just wait for a bottom and then long the way back up. It's not always the best idea to bet against the overall trend, which is bullish. But if you want to short the market, then that would technically be the next best opportunity to do so on the hourly chart. So what are we going to see happen? I think more likely than not, you're going to see Bitcoin break back through $120,000 because there's so much bullish exuberance. There's so many bullish fundamentals. And I think that Bitcoin's going to rally back to all-time high relatively soon, thereby creating what will most likely turn into one gigantic cup and handle formation just like this, which will end up causing us to break all the way back up and through all-time high. This cup and handle formation that we could form ends up giving us a price target that we can draw all the way up here to 131. Now we're getting closer to that all-time high for this cycle of 135 to 150, which would explain what this correction is doing. Although you should be ready for a drop if one does occur, either by opening a short trade if you're really feeling risky. Again, I will probably not be joining you on that short trade because I don't like shorting during the middle of an impulse wave up. But if we break to the upside, then a break above 120, especially if we kind of sit there and hit our head on it a bunch of times, like, and we don't ever see 120 and 1 cent, and you know there's a big sell wall there, and the second that sell wall breaks, that's a great place to put a long trade in. Those are my favorite longs. They're almost guaranteed money. You just put a stop loss like 0.1% below where you entered, and then you just wait for 1% movement, 20, 35x leverage, boom, you exit, 20 to 35% profit. That's exactly what we did alongside the trading group right over here when we broke 120 for the first time, made a handsome about a 24% profit in literally 2 minutes. So if we break above 120, look for the sell wall. Once the sell wall breaks, all bets are off. You're going to have a rally of at least $500 to $1,000. Easy trade. If you want to make that trade with us, I will be looking for that trade. If it happens, I will be most likely taking that trade. If you want to join me on that trade, then I highly encourage you to join the first cohort trading group, which is our trading group where we are trading together. Whenever I go into a trade, whenever I see something on the charts, I am over here posting it every day. I'm posting charts over here all the time. If you want to see my charting, my long-term setups, my short-term setups, all different kinds of things, then make sure to sign up for the first cohort right now. If you want to get into the first cohort, by the way, here's the best way to do it. If you sign up for 2Bit and deposit $100, you're going to get a year free for the first cohort. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to run this promotion because this is like a really good deal. 1 year in the first cohort is $419. It's $49 a month generally. So I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this. So if you want to get access to this, you should do it soon. Here's what we're going to do. I want you to sign up for 2Bit, our exchange. That's where I do my trading. You sign up for 2Bit. Here's the really cool thing. You deposit $100. First and foremost, you're going to get $30 back as a reward from 2Bit. 2Bit's going to give you $30 just for depositing $100, not even trading. When you sign up, on top of that $30, you're also going to get $50 just for registering. Right out the gate, you deposit $100, you got $80 right there. Literally $80 cash in hand. You deposit $100, you get $80. After you do a $1,000 trade on perps, this 50 doubles, which means you now have $100 plus $30. 2Bit has given you, by depositing $100, doing $1,000 of volume on perps, $130. Literally, you just turned a $100 deposit, which is still yours, into $230. That's a big return. But if you deposit, just to incentivize you even more, if you deposit $100 on 2Bit, you can get access to the first cohort for free for a year. All you have to do is go into your account, give us your UID and a screenshot of proof of you depositing $100 into 2bit, and you're going to send that to the email in the description box down below, MalachiPats@CryptoJeb.com. He's one of our teammates, and he's going to process getting you a coupon code to get into the first cohort for free for a year. We will be getting back to you within 48 hours with a discount code where you can join the first cohort for free for a year. You'll still sign up. After a year, it will renew at full price, but you will get in for a year for free. We'll give you a coupon code specifically made for you, free for a year, and you can get into the first cohort server just like that. If you want to join the first cohort, the best way to do it is to sign up for 2bit, get $130 from 2bit, and then also, because you deposit $100, and then also send that to us, and we will get you signed up for our trading group for free for a year. After that, it'll renew at full price, but for a year, you get access to us as we're building the best trading community in the entire game. I put my charts over there first before they go on Twitter, before they go on the stream, before they go on the video. This video is like the last time that I post the chart. I start off by posting the charts in the Discord server, then it goes on the stream and Twitter, and then I make the video out of it. So make sure you sign up for the first cohort. You'll get all my charting as early as possible in the day. I post in there every morning what I'm seeing on the charts as early as I can, and if I'm in a trade, I will share that with you. Sign up today, get access to it. You're not going to want to miss that. Last thing is that the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy is only on sale until the end of tomorrow. If you want to sign up for CT2A, get access to CT2A and start learning how to do technical analysis like what we just did in this video, Jeb20 will get you 20% off at checkout for the rest of today and tomorrow alone, and then it's over. You can also get access to that link in the description box down below. The coupon code is already applied. Sign up for CT2A, sign up for 2bit, and sign up for the first cohort trading group right now so we can all go make money together and reach further towards financial freedom through mastery of technical analysis, trading, and investing, and mastery of the financial sovereignty way. I really appreciate all of you for being here. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter @CryptoJeb. I think we did a great job. This is a one take. As you guys know, I'm shooting all these videos in one take. There was absolutely no editing in this video. I really appreciate you guys for being here. That's going to wrap it out. I love you. Peace.